Welcome to E3 Rehab. I'm Dr. Tony Camella, physical therapist, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a simple 4-step exercise progression for improving trunk rotation strength and power. These options work really well for those who currently have discomfort with rotation and are looking to build tolerance to this movement, as well as for those who engage in activities requiring rotational strength and power, such as with throwing, swinging, kicking, and punching. Quick disclaimer, you do not have to perform this exact progression. This is just one option that I have found to be helpful. Progression number 1, anti-rotation press. The first variation focuses on isometric trunk strength with varying levels of resistance during each repetition. Start standing with the hips and knees slightly bent, with the cable or band perpendicular to your body at about chest height. Press the cable or band out until the arms are straight, and then slowly pull it back in, and then repeat. When the band is closest to the chest, the resistance is lightest, and when the arms are straight, the resistance is heaviest. These varying levels of resistance during each repetition makes it an appropriate starting option. If you find this standing position uncomfortable, there are 2 alternative positions to try. First option is to try standing tall, with the hips and knees straight. This will remove the hip hinge position and slightly reduce the effort from the lower back. Or alternatively, you can try performing this from a half kneeling position, with the inside knee up. Whichever position you choose, perform for 2 to 4 sets and 15 to 20 repetitions per side at a challenging weight. Progression number 2, anti-rotation press isometrics. The second variation also places an emphasis on isometric trunk strength, but instead of repetitions like the first variation, you will now hold the arm straight at a challenging weight for a sustained period of time. You can perform this standing with the legs slightly bent, legs straight, or in a half kneeling position, whichever you find more comfortable. For this variation, you will perform 2 to 4 sets and aim for 20 to 60 second holds on each side. Progression number 3. Resisted trunk rotation. The next progression will transition away from trunk isometrics and now incorporate trunk rotation against resistance. Start standing with feet just wider than your hips, the band or cable at about chest height, and arms straight, with the hands just in front of your inside hip so your trunk is rotated towards the anchor. Keeping hips facing forward and arms straight, rotate through your trunk until the hands move to or just past your outside hip. Control your trunk rotation back to the starting position and then repeat. Your goal for this movement is to move through the trunk, not the hips. To help, think about keeping hips facing straight ahead and keeping your eyes on your hands as you rotate. Similar to the previous 2 variations, you can perform this standing or in a half kneeling position, whichever you find more comfortable. Perform 2 to 4 sets for 12 to 15 repetitions per side at a challenging weight. Progression number 4, medicine ball rotational throws. In the final progression, you will use the trunk strength you have built in the previous variations and now add power or explosiveness to your trunk movement. Within this progression, you have 2 options, both of which will require the use of a medicine ball. For these, you generally want to stay on the lighter side since the goal is power. For reference, I will be using a 6-pound medicine ball for both demonstrations. First option will be performed in the half kneeling position and involve only trunk rotation. Start in the half kneeling position about 2 to 3 feet from the wall with the inside knee up. Take the medicine ball and hold it at your outside hip. Throw the ball up and over the knee at the wall as hard as you can. Reset and repeat. The second option will be performed standing, and in addition to trunk rotation, it will also incorporate hip rotation. Stand with the feet perpendicular to the wall about 2 to 3 feet away with the medicine ball at the back hip and the hips and knees slightly bent. Rotate through the trunk and hips and throw the ball at the wall as hard as you can. Reset and repeat. A couple key points to focus on here. First, there will be a weight shift from the back leg to the front leg. At the start, load more weight onto your back leg, and as you throw the ball, shift your weight forward, finishing each repetition with more load onto the front leg. And second, unlike the other variations covered in this video, this one involves hip rotation. As you throw the ball, pivot off that back foot and rotate through the hips, so by the end, they will be facing the wall. For both of these medicine ball variations, perform 2 to 3 sets for 6 to 10 throws per side, placing an emphasis on explosiveness during each throw. All right, that is all I have for you today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and tap that like button down below. You can leave any questions in the comments as well. And you can check out our other content at e3rehab.com, where you're gonna find a blog, podcast, and some rehab programs. We'll see you guys next time.